Welcome back to the channel, guys. On this video, I am talking about Alice in Borderlands. This came from a recommendation from one of my subscribers, Ralph. Thanks a lot, man. You just sent me on such a crazy rabbit hole. Now, this isn't my first Korean property from Netflix. Train to Busan, which was probably one of my favorite foreign films as of late. I watched All of Us Are Dead, which is a really good TV series, and I just binge watched Money Heist, not the Spanish version, but the Korean version, which that might be another video in itself because I really thought the Korean version, season one, was considerably better than the Spanish version. But that, like I said, that's a whole nother video. But this is a story, not a story. This is a video about Alice in Borderlands. Um, to preface this, I feel like I suffered from what I like to call the binge watch syndrome. It's the fact that I was able to watch season one and season two simultaneously. And for me, somebody who has a background in film, character development is something that is so important to me. And season two focused more on the characters than the games themselves, which is vice versa to what we got in season one. I felt like season one was definitely more fast paced. The games were coming hard, the games were coming fast, but we got less character development. We got a little bit, we got a little bit of relationship building and things like that in season one, but it wasn't on the same level that we got in season two. And I felt like the fact that I got a chance to watch both of them back to back, the flaws in season one stood out a little bit more. And like I said, this is not me saying season one wasn't good because it was. It just felt different. And I could definitely see the tonal shift from one season to the next. And I think if I would have watched season one on its own well before season two dropped, like when it really dropped, I may or may not, which I probably wouldn't have the same feel for season one as I do now. But it's all due to the fact that I was able to watch season one and season two back to back, and I saw the definite contrast between the two. The slower pace, the better character building. We got introduced to some new characters in the very first episode of season two. Man, and they were great. The relationships that they built through season two were so much better because of the fact that we got a little bit more, not even a little bit, a lot more of the character development that I look for in my TV shows. The relationships, they were lasting. I definitely felt like they were pulling at the heartstrings so much in these two seasons. I felt myself becoming a little bit more connected to the characters on a different level because of season two. Oh man, I still have some questions, and hopefully, there's a season three that I get some of them answered. But even seeing it right now, it's hard to come up with a conclusion on what I feel like was real and not. There's some things, without giving too much spoilers away, that I feel like happened in season two that make me question not just the story, but the reality and the way things were happening. It was just so good. It it, it reminded me of just when I was younger and I would go to the films and the movies and just be on the edge of my seat, waiting for things. And I felt like this show gave me a lot of the things that I missed from a lot of TV shows lately. It's just that nail biting the edge of the seat, the in-depth character development, the attachment. Man, I became so attached to these characters by the end of season two. I just I want more. I absolutely want more. But at the current time, season two was still, in my opinion, a better season. All because, for me personally, I love character development. These things, that's what drives good stories. And the story was really good. The both seasons actually were paced very well. I didn't find myself bored at all. Even the slow times in the seasons, they were still intriguing enough and interesting enough to just keep me on the edge. And like I said, I just want more. I've got questions that damn it, I need these answered. And I hope I can get them answered in season 3. But like I said, the show, I highly recommend it. Since they're both out, if you haven't watched it, just binge watch them too, back to back, and you get to see what I feel is some of the different contrasts between what season 1 was and season 2. Season 1 focused heavily on the games and less about the character development, and season 2 just gave you so much depth. You got to learn more about their personalities, just what they did before the incident, so call it. We got to see some of the big bad guys, the King of Spades. Whew. The King of Spades. That's all I have to say. If you have seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. This was a menace. He was basically the Terminator of this series, and it was so good, very menacing. The tone that he brought every time he was on screen. I just love the way they use music to set the mood, the way they use music to just show me or lead me on the path, or lead me on just this journey. The music, God, the music was so good. The soundtrack, amazing. Whoever composed these shows, these 2 seasons, hats off, man. Hats off. I don't have much else to say about this, but a damn good viewing experience. I've had some sleepless nights over the last couple nights finishing this up, man, and I would definitely do it again if I could get the same experience, man. But like I said, check it out if you haven't seen it. Highly recommend it, man. But that's it for this video, guys. Alice in Borderlands, great seasons, both 1 and 2. Love 2 a little bit better than 1, but you know, like I said, that's probably because I had the opportunity to binge watch them both. And like I said, the flaws from season 1 kind of stood out a little bit more than it would have if I would have watched it normally. But that's it for the video, guys. My name's Lincoln. This is the RPG Show. Thanks again for the recommendation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.